Welcome to AI Studio Live, the next generation of AI development.
Welcome to AI Studio Live. I've got a good one for you today. It's my job to make your life easier. That is my role in life. I've got a neat tool that I want to show you today. It's an AI chatbot, but it's been designed to make your life easier. And it's more than just a chatbot. I'm going to show you. Have you ever been in a situation, and I'm sure there's many of you out there, that have the boring and mundane task of having to fill out supplier questionnaires? Now these can come in the form of DDQs or due diligence questionnaires. They can come in the form of security questionnaires. This could even be used for RFPs and tenders. You know, some of these forms have sometimes over 200 questions in them, and they are an absolute dredge of a job. So I want to make your life easier. Now often we find these forms will take weeks to fill out. They get passed from person to person, and the quality of the responses will be inconsistent depending on the person you've handed that one task on. I think every one of us that has received one of these forms, we always sigh. We always dread filling them in. It's not an enjoyable piece of work, but it is so important. So I created this AI chatbot to help you. And I don't really want to even call it a chatbot. I want to call it an AI questionnaire assistant, because it's an iterative process. Let me show you. Here it is. This is my AI assistant chatbot. And as you can see, it's broken down into two sections. The first section is on the right here. You can just ask it questions. And you can ask it questions by copying and pasting the questions that are in the questionnaire, and it would do its best to answer that for you. And from the response of that, you could just copy that and put that in the document. So you can rapidly fill in a questionnaire just on that one tool alone. Now we've gone beyond that. Now there is almost like an experimental feature where you can upload the entire form, and the bot will attempt to extract all of the questions in the questionnaire. Now it's using the AI to do that, so it will try its best to extract the questions. So what I say here is upload the form, let the AI do the grunt of the work for you, leave it running, go and grab a coffee. It would take a little while to complete and attempt to answer all of the questions that it finds. And once it's complete, this is where I say it's an AI assistant rather than being a chatbot, because it's an iterative process. Because the beauty of this system is you'll see it will get better with time. The more you use this, the better it will become. Because some of the neat features I want to show to you is that once you've got a response, its first stab answer you may not like. So this is where you come in. So this is not about replacing people. This is about making people more productive. You have the ability to edit the response. And once you're happy with that response, you click on save, and then you click on update training. Now the next time, if it finds a question very similar to that, it's going to come back almost verbosely with that answer every single time. And this is why I say this AI chat assistant is more of an iterative process. And this is why it gets better over time. So the more you use it, the better it's going to become. It's been coded in such a way that these responses that you edit will take priority over any other response. So not only will it get better, but it will also get faster as well. Now this is a great tool, and there's a real business case here, because pretty much every business has to fill in these types of questionnaires, some on a very regular basis. And if I could take that drudgery away from you by having this AI assistant to do most of the work for you, then we freed up a whole load of time. And I would argue the more you use this, the better the quality of the response and the consistency, the easier it becomes in the long run. Now, we're not stopping here. This is just one idea. This framework for building this AI assistant can be used for many things. And the next project on my timeline will be to put an assistant out there that will help with your service desk. Because wouldn't it be great if every time a ticket comes in, it can search your knowledge base and it can give that IT service desk an almost instant response, because every time you get a similar type of IT query come through, you could have a much faster turnaround. In fact, you could delegate some of the really sort of boring stuff to maybe some of the more junior stuff. Now, another iteration of this could be used as a HR assistant that you can give to all users. You put in all of your HR policies, and then users can query. They could say, how many days am I entitled to? What's our policy around paternity leave? Those sorts of questions, again, can free up a lot of time of your HR resource, because you could have a HR bot that can answer all those queries for you on your behalf. Now, coming soon, AI is AI. This is running on local hardware in your data center that does not need to cost an absolute fortune. There's a stark difference between running an AI system that you have to train up and an AI system that what we call inference. And this is where you're querying stuff. You don't need an awful lot of horsepower. In fact, this demo setup is only running on a system that's got 2 GPUs in it with a total of 24 gigs of VRAM. That's almost... you could run that off your desktop. Now, if you put more horsepower, it will run faster. And so for me, this is part of a process that I go through. I didn't want it to be an academic venture. It's important for me to apply my skills into real-world business use cases, and this is just one of many things. So I created a new company, and it's called ThinTech Services, but its trading name is AI Studio Live. And pinned to this YouTube video will be a link to my Discord server. It is free. Come and join us. I'm looking for people just like you, just like me, like-minded individuals. I love talking to you guys because AI is an area that I feel very passionate about. And some of the best ideas I get are talking to non-technical people, because they come up with fantastic ideas. Then it allows me to apply my creativeness to produce software and codes and ideas that probably I never would have thought of. So please come along and join me. Come to my Discord server. Like I said, it's going to be in a pinned comment to this video, and you can come and chat with me. I want to state the cost of this setup was really small. It was about £3,000. You don't need to spend a fortune on this. I could build this for you. I could create a custom chatbot for you. And if you've got any ideas, come and talk to me on Discord. I'm here. You can actually ring me. So I'm actively seeking like-minded people. Don't be frightened. The community is completely free. And I'm really looking forward to speaking to you.